remember this video?
Alright guys, I'm about to scare my boyfriend. Forgot I don't have a boyfriend.
Yeah, that was me. Hi, Sam. Yeah, 15 million of you thought it was pretty funny that I didn't have a boyfriend. But I just wanted to come back on 4 years later and update you. Because I'm sure a lot of you are like, you know, Sam's probably in a relationship and he's probably scaring your boyfriend all the time. So, you know, I'm just gonna go get him. Hold on. Forgot I still don't have a boyfriend.
If your dog came to Afrotech in Houston this weekend thinking you was finna find a husband, because that's what they said on TikTok, and you got love bombed and you slept with him, I'ma hold your hand and tell you you're an idiot. Now, it's cool, or I understand, you know, if you went down there with your homegirls, your mindset is just casual, I'm just looking for a vibe, cool. But to sit here and let TikTok feed in your brain that you're finna get wifed up in an environment like Houston, around a bunch of West African men, Nigerian to be exact, and it's not really a tech type of event, it's just clubs and lounges with loud music and liquor. What makes you think this man is finna take you serious? Quiet as it's kept, some of the men have girlfriends, and if they don't have girlfriends, they're not really that single, I promise you. Don't think because he invited you to the section, he offered drinks, he's talking to you like he wants to date you, that he looks at you as something special. He's looking at you with lustful eyes, and that's it. Girl, he did that to every girl that weekend. You was just one of them. Because let's be real, what man that's trying to take you serious wants you around other men that's trying to sleep with you? And then after you sleep with him, you barely hear from him again.
Quiet as kept, it's not quiet. They out there with it. And they don't care nothing about that. They just out here to get you. And you fell for it.
Want to know the fastest way to know if someone actually has good morals and values is that nothing that you say or do to them will make them act out of character. Not ever allow someone to say to you, I did this because of you. Sometimes I like to say, well, you made me feel so unattractive, so I had to do this. You are who you are. Nothing my ex could have said or could have done to me is going to make me change who I am and my morals. For example, I'm not one who casually hooks up. Have I run to someone else right after breaking up just to go sleep with them, just to get back at him? No, you're not going to change my morals and values. So if anyone tries to lie to you like that or try to guilt you for something that they did, oh, no. That is the most manipulative behavior possible. No one can make you do something that is not aligned with who you are as a person and in your morals and your personal values. Remember that.
Dating when you're 35 plus or just 35 because I'm only 35 is like crazy, because guys will really say, like, out of their own mouth, like, yeah, you know the vibes, you know what's going on. I don't know the vibes. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
These modern women be acting like they don't use that type of language. And then when a man uses the same type of language that they use, they get mad at the man and be like, I don't know what's going on. You so sassy. Where did you come from? I came from, it's time to stop wasting my time, Island. That's where I came from. And y'all not going to be doing it again. You tried it. Don't worry about it.
So I think I actually got humbled by a man last night. So I've been seeing this guy for a while now, and I asked him if the only reason he liked me is because I'm like convenient and easy, or if he like actually liked me, and he was like, I don't know what you're thinking, because you're not that convenient and you're not very easy. I think that's a good thing, right?
Women have no protection against criticism. None. It goes from the criticism, that color lipstick? Boom.
Yeah.
You may never
changing
wear
the
that color lipstick again, or for sure not around me.
That's true.
Yeah. All
true.
we have to do is go, We're so sensitive to being pleasing because we're going to survive, we think, by being perfect.
Mm-hmm. But even
men
if,
have
but
5 layers of protection against criticism.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to take the time for me to teach them, or people could just go to YouTube?
Well, what do you think would be the most helpful information for someone who's listening right now? I guess they can go to the YouTube video. I can put a link to that one.
Well, men rave about it on YouTube.
Okay.
They rave. Like, they're like, they wish every woman woman in the world heard it.
Okay, give me some nuggets.
Okay, I'll give you
Let's
some
sit.
nuggets.
Yeah.
So that look I gave you. So the first layer of protection from criticism is single focus. Men do not hear or perceive most of the criticism that's directed at them because they're focused. They didn't see the snarky look.
This man just said, you ain't thick in real life. Who ain't thick?
I tend to date the same dude like over and over again, but the one trait that all of my boyfriends have, and I always date like the, you know, I have to be their mommy type of men, or that they have to have a hall light on at night, they sleep with like their bathroom light on, or like a little night light, or Impractical Joker stays on TV all night and you wake up in the middle of the night and you just see like Murr being hung by his underwear and you're like, what the like turn the TV off, and if you turn it off they'll wake up, they're like, I need to watch that. They're the ones though. Like, I mean, they're probably afraid. If there was a burglar standing in our doorway, I'll defend us, baby. I got you. I got you. But like, they are the best. Always. They always have to have that little light on, that little lamp. There has to be something, some peeking through light. Those are the ones. I like them. I like them. They're weak and they're easy to manipulate. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just joshing. But no, really. I always love a dude that likes a nightlight on.
Ladies, I will say this all day, every day. Men are way more attracted to women who give them peace than they are to beauty, money, fame, status, anything. Let me explain. A lot of women use the we don't care what men want, we're gonna be who we are, we're gonna talk about our feelings, whatever. You can say whatever you want, but then you can also wonder why you're not in a relationship you want to be in. I will tell you that men will be attracted to having a peaceful woman over having a beautiful woman. Quit trying to be beautiful. Just be a peaceful place. Let them be honest with you. Let them play their video games. Let them go out with their boys. I just feel like women want to control all the time. They just want to control. And men feel fine. Like they feel like they're in a straitjacket all the goddamn time. And then you wonder why they're uncomfortable. They start going behind your back or doing weird shit. Because women refuse to look at this part of themselves too.
How did we get to the point where women are choosing careers over relationships and men are choosing solitude over relationships? At what point did we decide that being alone is more beneficial than being together with someone? It's really sad to see that more and more people, especially men, are checking out of dating and are giving up on finding their soulmate or finding a compatible partner to be with. And I think a lot of people forget that we are and we will always be stronger as a team, two people together. Two halves of a whole will always go further in life, faster in life, and be happier in life than other people who choose to stay alone and be alone forever.
All right, babe, I'm out.
Where you going?
I'm about to go to happy hour with Keisha and Wanda.
On the same Keisha and LaWanda that cheat on their dudes when they go out?
Yeah, but that's them. You know I'm not like that.
Shit, if you go out with they cheating without me, you might as well not even come back.
Boy, I'll see when I get back. What the fuck? What the fuck my key not working?
What?
My key's not working.
I changed a lot.
What you mean change a lot?
When out with them hoes, it's over.
It's over. Let me in.
Nah, it's over.
Alright, well, at least let me get my
I dropped this shit at your mom's house while you were gone. Bye.
Hey babe, I don't like you following this girl. Can you delete her, follow her, block her?
Okay. And done. Cool. Got you, bro. Hey, babe. I see that your ex followed you, and he's been commenting on some of your pictures. You've been replying.
Okay.
That's not cool. Can you unfollow him?
Unfollow him?
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable with that.
Whoa, wait. Are you being like toxic right now?
Men love toxic women.
No, the good men actually don't. Only toxic men like toxic women.
Men love women that are selfish, that are self-centered, that are self-obsessed, that are so busy fixing their own makeup in the mirror when another woman walks into the restaurant and he's checking her out.
Only men that are interested in having a woman around as a piece of arm candy are interested in women like that.
And why isn't it that men are always ending up with the women? They don't really care about them.
Well, those men that this individual happens to be referring to don't actually care about those women.
reason, my loves, is because they like things that are hard to get. Men are hunters. They love the chase. They love the thrill of the chase. They actually bond with you while they're chasing you, while they're pursuing you. They love to conquer women.
Right.
If you as a woman are self-obsessed, selfish, self-centered, it means
That you're likely going to end up in one of two situations, either with a man that genuinely doesn't care about you, or alone.
that you have non-negotiables about your own schedule, about your own life. You have an own exciting life because you freaking love yourself.
Let's be very clear about something here. In order for a person to be in a healthy relationship, both individuals in that relationship should be happy with themselves and love themselves. And remember that someone who is truly happy with themselves won't be toxic to others simply to get a reaction.
Women who are married, did you do wife things as a girlfriend? We moved in together, started a business together, built a brand together, quit our jobs together, handled family matters together, all before we got engaged. But in the midst of that, I told him one time, I'm doing this because I'm sure about you. You say that you're sure about me. And if that's true, you better not embarrass me. And he started planning the next day. And then a few months later, he knew I was the type of woman to stand on business. And if that meant walking away when I felt like the relationship was serving him more than it was serving me, so be it. So he had no choice but to step up to the plate and claim what was his before it was taken off the table. Now take that and apply it.
Well, they did have a choice, but I think she made it very clear to him, I'm all in from the jump, from the get-go. And not only did she do that with her words, she did that with her actions. We've built a business together. We quit our jobs together. We do everything together. We are actually a team. So it's no wonder that she says, hey, I'm serious about us. I'm serious about whatever we got going on. I want to be with you. And if that's not the way you feel, then I want to move on and do something else. In his mind, that confirms to him, because he's already thinking the same thing based on his actions of going out and saying, okay, let's plan this wedding. Let's go ahead and do it. That says to him, oh, she's serious too. So I don't got to wonder. Why? Because she communicated effectively. She communicated clearly. Not no batting of the eyes, not no leaving no little card on the floor, not no leaving no movie on or leaving a website up with rings and things of that nature. Hey, this is what type of time I'm on. Are you on the same type of time? Now, I know all of these other women say they on the same type of time that you are, but they don't show you. They never cook for you. They never clean for you. They never buy you anything. They never pay for nothing. They want you to do all that. I didn't do that to you. I was with you this whole entire time. So you know I back up what I say. Are you in or you out? Are we doing this together or are we not? We doing it together. Bet. And y'all been rocking ever since. So kudos to y'all. These modern women need to follow suit. When you say something, back it up with action. I don't want to hear no, oh, I'm a passenger princess, so I need to be in a mode to receive. I need to be in an area to receive. I need to be able to get whatever I can get from him because, whoa, somebody told me to do it. I heard it on the internet. I watched a podcast about it. You need to receive some responsibility. You need to receive some integrity. And you know that.
Respectful man at the gym can have it all. Literally today, I was working out, leg day, whatever. I was finishing my workout. This man passes by. We make eye contact. The thing is, I suck at making eye contact. Then I realize I'm making eye contact. Then I look away because I'm like, oh my God, no. And then he passes by, whatever, goes to the machine right behind where I was. I made a workout on my current session that I was doing. And then I see that the machine that I wanted gets open. And then I go pick up my bag to run to the machine and somebody sits on the machine and I'm like, bruh, literally put my bag down and go back to the workout I was doing. Then I see this man goes to the machine I wanted and I see that I'm like, the heck he's doing back. Talks to the girl, whatever, comes back. I finish my set and then he approaches me and goes, you were looking for the leg extension, right? And I go, yeah. He goes, oh, I told the girl I was after, but I asked for it because I saw that you wanted it. And I was like, thank you so much. And then he's like, you're welcome, whatever. And then he goes back to whatever he was doing. And then I go back to my set. That's it. And then we kept making eye contact throughout the whole gym session. But I was not going to do anything about it because I get all like I'm not a shy person. But when it's like those type of things, I'm shy. So I don't even know. But that was so cute and respectful. If you want to approach a girl at the gym, that's a great way to do it. That was so smart and so thoughtful. Me encanta. I love it. You guys should try it. Peace. That was my story of the day.
Today I am asking a guy if he wants to be my boyfriend. That's a life update I never thought I'd say. 26 and I've still never had a boyfriend. He's staying the night with me tonight. I'm gonna cook him dinner, get him all nice and fed, and then I'm gonna tell him how much I love him. I only want to be with him. When I first met him, I never thought anything would happen. I told him so many times that I needed space, just want to be friends, and now I'm in love. And I miss him all the time. I'm nervous, but I love him.
I fall more in love with you every day. They don't even look at anyone else. I don't think about anyone else. I want to be in a committed, serious relationship with you, and I want you to be my boyfriend, and I want it to be officially you and me.
Are you having this talk with me right now? Is that what's happening? We already are. What do you think we've been doing this whole time?
Good for you, man. Good for you. I hope it works out. Shooters shoot! Effective and clear communication. That was easy. Oh, and by the way, she invited him over, fed him, served him instead of him serving her all the time and her not reciprocating. Can you imagine that?
They've rebranded the word trick to mean provider.
Tricking is providing?
If you look at what people look at as, oh, he's a provider, they really describing a trick. But they've rebranded it to where you have dudes who are proud tricks and they go, no, I'm a provider.
Oh, I see.
You a trick.
Yeah. Okay.
But she's rebranded that word, words, power. The power in the word is she's rebranded it. So now you look at a man paying for everything as a good thing. And it's you really tricking.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not referring to you're taking care of your woman and I'm talking about you got dudes who just buying random hoes bags. He's buying random hoes stuff. It's you're really a trick.
Yeah.
But they reward you by telling you, oh yeah, he's a provider. He's a this.
My partner is perfect in every way, but he's not a fan of expressing emotions. We tend to take how we are, the familiarity that we have with ourselves and how we operate, and go, how come you're not this way? I want you to look at how you look, and I want you to think of a male that you know and picture the two of you side by side in your mind. Do you see the physical differences? We are not built the same way. Now think about our chemical makeup, testosterone, estrogen. We are not made the same way, but somehow you're thinking our brain structure is identical. And there's something wrong if they're not behaving the same way you are. There are differences between men and women. Men don't express their emotions the way you and your girlfriends do. Men show their emotions. They don't speak their emotions. They show their emotions. It's in their behavior. So instead of looking to him to express it in words, look at how he expresses it in behaviors and translate those behaviors into the words your brain is seeking.
Men don't understand why we're interrupting them. They don't understand it. Because it's obvious you have something important to say. Listen. Now, does that mean men won't interrupt? Yeah, they'll interrupt. If you're not getting to the point and you're not telling them what the problem is.
Yeah.
Because that's their normal filter. What's the point? And if the person's upset, what's the problem? Our normal filter is, what does this have to do with me? Why are you telling me about this? And if a man talks and talks and talks about his love for something and he doesn't mention us or tell us what, I hate golf. Why are you still talking about golf?
Yeah.
Right? You're supposed to customize what you say to what I would want to hear.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's supposed to be about me. They call it the center of the universe. So I wish I could give a short answer.
Yeah.
Right? But if we ask people to listen in a particular way, honey, I need to tell you something important. When would be a good time to tell you something important? 5:30.
Yeah.
I want to tell you something important now. It's that important. He can't hear now. He's going to tell you when he can hear, right? Um,
I'm sorry, but I quit. This was fun. Have a wonderful life. Love you.
I came on here wanting to talk about one thing, but I really have to address something because, ladies, I fear we've actually lost the plot. We've lost our minds. Why is it that y'all lose your mind in the comments when you see an attractive man? Y'all are begging, asking for the ad. What's this? What's that? Oh my gosh, please, I need him. Have we lost our everlasting minds? I'm sorry, guys. I'm just like so flabbergasted. What's going on? Every single time I see a dapping up the 10s video come up on my For You page, I get extremely burdened. I'm really, really concerned. Guys, as an Igbo woman, it really grieves me that we are in a society where women are approaching men like this. You guys are thirsting after them in the comments. I really need him. Please, please, please. This. Oh my God, he's so fine. He's this. Have some decorum. I beg. What's going on? Please. Do you guys realize what you're doing to these men's heads? Their heads are getting so big, and you wonder why they're walking around expecting princess treatment. You're wondering why the roles are reversing. It's because you're going up to them and dapping up the 10s. You want to dap up the 10, right? And then you wonder why they're acting like princesses. Please, stand up. Stand up. It's enough. It's enough. Someone needs to just knock some sense into you guys. And I say this with such conviction, such passion, because it really irks my soul. What's going on? Men don't even do that to us. Men don't do that to us because you guys are throwing yourselves at them. The first opportunity, you're throwing yourself at them. Something has to change. I beg. Let's be very guided. If I see another dapping up the 10 video on my For You page, this person's getting blocked. I must admit, the person's getting blocked because what are we doing? I can no longer sit by in silence and be a bystander to the nonsense and the foolery that is going on. I can't, and I won't. Listen, at the end of the day, all of these things are still going to continue, but the few people that this video reaches, please, the next time that you are in the comments thirsting after a man, I need you to think about it. I need you to take a second, pause, and ask yourself, is this the society that I really want? What agenda am I contributing to and by doing this? And this isn't to say that we can't acknowledge when a man is handsome and when a man is fine, but it needs to be done tastefully. Not dapping up the 10s and thirsting after men in the comments. I think those two things in and of itself are very much so indicators of where we are as a society. But I need y'all to stand up. I need y'all to stand up. Please, God, please. It's enough. Please.
If you've never been with a baddie, then just say that. Just say that. Don't try to shame the men because they look good. Not because they say they look good, but because these women have said they look good and they know their worth. Drizzle, drizzle. They hate it. They hate to see it. They abhor it. It makes them sick to their stomach. She's on the verge of throwing up. And that's too bad.
I can't stand bitches know my man longer than me. They be like, I've known him since high school. Okay, his soul been looking for me since birth. Fuck out my face.
I have to say, I have the utmost respect for women who say, let me ask my husband first, or men who say, let me run it by the wife first. What people don't understand is, of course, they can make decisions on their own. When you're in a relationship where you value the person so much, you don't make decisions on your own. Good relationship is not about being exclusive. It's about being inclusive.
Don't get married if you'll have a problem doing what wives are called to do. Wives should be the homemakers. Oh, that role, that traditional role, That's oppressive and that is antiquated. That's just wrong. This is 2024. What do you mean they're traditional roles? Listen, I don't care what nobody says. You're going to still expect that man to do. If your tire go flat, is he going to sit in the car while you change this tire? If something go wrong at this house, or you going to take that up, so you going to go out there and take care of all the stuff you expect him to do? See, it's okay for women to have those kind of expectations of men. But then you don't feel like a man should have any type of expectation of you. This is wrong, because we're raising young ladies now to look and to have all kind of expectations from men. And that ex-men, honey, if he ain't 6 feet tall, then he don't even need to don't even bother talking to me. If he ain't making $250,000, ain't no need him even asking me for my number. So you got preferences up to your neck. But if he got a preference, now he's sexist. He just wants an objectified woman. No, he wants a wife.
And this is it, isn't it? These standards, nobody's saying that you can't have standards and preferences. I want my man to be fine. But there's literally modern women out here disqualifying good-looking men, men that they say are good-looking men. He don't make six figures. Well, he makes 70. There's been women that have said 70 is pretty good, but the standard for myself that I set for myself is 6 figures. So he got to make at least that. He got to make at least that. Got to be at least 6 foot. Well, I mean, there's not a lot of the population overwhelmingly that's 6 feet. Well, he's at least got to be 5'11". A short king is 5'9". A short king, that's average. That's a silly statement to make. Imagine a man making over 6 figures, being 5'9", and then being disqualified because he's not enough. What are you looking for? Imagine a man being able to provide, doing all the things that you need. You like the way he looks, but it's just something we didn't click. There was no chemistry there, no sexual chemistry, and this and that. They seem to always find something that's wrong with the man. And even when there is chemistry, oh, my family didn't like him. Family likes him. Oh, my dog didn't like him. Who else? Because the dog likes him now. He ingratiated himself with the dog. Oh, I planning on getting a cat in the future. He's allergic to cats. Cats don't like him. Are you guys trying to get married or not? Are you guys trying to be in a relationship or not? Probably not. And then they're going to sit up here and say, I've never found a man to meet my expectations. That's right, because there are none. There are none. And when you look at yourself, you're not that person that you're looking for. So you're expecting more of somebody else. And you know that. And you know that. You know you're not all that. You know that you are not where you need to be. But you put all of the pressure. Irresponsible. You put all the pressure on that man to be all that you're not. You don't plan on coming there. You don't plan on ever getting there. You plan on staying where you are and having him love you in whatever it is that you are. However it is that you are, love me right here, just like that. But you keep on going for my benefit. You keep on working hard. I need an ambitious man. I need a provider man. I need a man that continues year after year to grow. And, he's just the talk of the town and people know him. Can you imagine if these modern women lived in small towns? Those towns where it's nice, cozy, everybody knows everybody, and football's big, and oh man, that's Mr. Jones, that's Mr. and Miss Jones, Mr. and Miss Smith, and they really have a lot of money, and she don't do nothing. But she over the planning committee because her man makes so much money, and they hold her in high esteem. And she gets on the planning committees and all that stuff. And she got a little bit of talent. I ain't gonna lie. But she's trash. She not nice. She thinks that she better than everybody. Right? You got a little bit of talent, but not like somebody down the street that's been doing it for years. But because your husband got money, then you're in that position. See, they ride on the coattails. And that's their plan, to ride on the coattails of their husband. That's why he got to make far and above what's necessary, because I need the option to quit whenever I want to. I need the option to get up out of here whenever I want to. I'm just waiting on a man. God, send me a man to come on by and get me up out of this. No, it's not going to happen. News flash, it's not going to happen. That's literally not what you're supposed to be doing. Supposed to be working, supposed to be doing something, actually doing something, but you're not going to do it because you got that lazy spirit. You got that slothful spirit. You're not trying to go anywhere. All you want to do is go shopping, look at rings, look at earrings, look at perfumes, go to Bath and Body Works, go get a cookie from Great American Cookies, go get a pretzel in the mall. That's all you want to do. Go look at cars. Oh, I got the latest Bronco. What? So what are you actually doing to bring value? Because you don't cook. You don't want to clean. You don't want to do any of that. Lazy. And he calling that out. They're not going to like that.
Let that man be a man. I used to hate authority. I hated being told that I need to fix certain behaviors and traits about myself from my man. And his masculinity was offensive to me. I wanted him to be more like a woman. And then I realized, how sexy is it that he is a man and that he puts his foot down and that he's assertive and he says, no, I'm not going to let you control me, boss me around. So that was one of the best pieces of advice that I got when I was healing and I was learning how to be a wife, is to let your man be a man. Find it so attractive that he's in his masculinity, that he's confident enough to say, I'm worried about your safety. I don't want our reputation of our marriage or our relationship to crumble because you're out doing things that is questionable. Let him thrive in his authority, in his leadership, in his guidance. Okay? Tell that man, thank you. Thank you for caring enough about me today to guide me and lead me in the right way.
Some people are gonna hate me for saying this, but if I'm in a relationship and my man needs me, I am canceling every single plan I have to go and be with him. Because he comes first, before everyone, and before everything. And I don't care who's mad, but that's just the way it's gonna be.
One thing I've learned about a good man is if you show up for that man the way he needs you to and you're just nice, just be nice. You can get anything you want.
It's always happy wife, happy life, but a happy man is God's plan. And don't get me wrong, of course God wants his daughters to be happy too, but we were created to be their helpmeet. Bone of his bone, flesh of his flesh. There's no woman without men. Our desire is to be onto them to make sure that they're happy, because as the head of our house, when he's good, we all good. And when he's not, best believe the whole house is gonna feel that too. So get that happy wife, happy life mantra out your head, because a happy man is definitely God's plan.
Just be 6 foot and make 6 figures. It's all these hoes care about. No, you're wrong. I'm gonna tell you why. Women who are wife material, right? High value women, we will call it. We have already dismantled our egos. We don't give a shit about vanity metrics. While yes, for some women, myself included, it is a preference to date a man with money because I have money, it is not all that we care about. Also, 6 foot, genuinely, most women do not care about that unless they themselves are like 5'10" or something. Most women want to feel petite and small, and that's because of internalized misogyny and also fat phobia, but that's a conversation for another day. Now I'm going to tell you a few things that wife material women actually do care about. Are you a generous man? We care about that more than the actual amount of money you make. Are you going to go to the store and get her flowers once a week? Flowers are $10, guys. You can definitely afford it. Are you going to let her come home from work and have dinner already on the table for her? Are you in therapy and do you know how to regulate your nervous system? If you don't know what that means, you definitely should look into it. How do you handle stress? How do you handle conflict? Do you know yourself well? Do you love yourself? Are you actively dismantling your ego? Do you know how to set boundaries? So yeah, these are the things that women care about way more than being 6 foot and making 6 figures. Obviously, we need to be attracted to you, and also obviously your lifestyle has to fit ours. But besides that, any woman that is just attracted to someone for being tall and being rich is not really your ideal woman because she's attracted to vanity metrics. So she herself has not dismantled her own ego. Law of attraction, you'll attract who you are.
So how can you say that you're not like all these other women and then turn around and be like, well, it's my preference to date a man with money, and then try to back it up and be like, well, it's because I have money. If a man had money, it wouldn't really matter to him if the woman had money, because I already have money. So I can bring my resources. I can share my resources with you, and I can help build you up. I can help get you to where you need to be. That's what a real man is thinking. But modern women try to, in so many ways, this is just a different way to say that I don't want to quote unquote date down. That's just a different way of saying it. That's all she's saying. She's trying to put it nicely, but the end result is going to be the same. I want a man that makes 6 figures. And men keep on telling you to eat whatever way you slice it, however you say it, the result is the same. Back to his point in the comment. You want a man to make 6 figures? You want a man to be 6 feet tall? Well, I prefer to have a man that's 6 feet tall because I'm 5'4". I prefer to have a man that makes 6 figures because I make 6 figures. So, and if he makes $50,000 a year, if he makes $60,000 a year, you already got the 6 figures. You can add his finances to what y'all got. On top of that, y'all can shrink the bills because y'all not paying rent in 2 places. So somebody can pay the bills and somebody can pay the rent. Win-win. And y'all have extra money, should be, to put back or to spend on other things and invest in other things. But that's not the logic of modern women because they don't think like that.
Would you date a guy that makes $35K a year?
I just love these.
No. Why not?
I mean, yeah, why not? What's wrong, after all, with a guy that makes $35K a year?
I just wouldn't.
Is it about the money or something else?
I just don't think that could support my lifestyle.
I really wonder what some individuals out there actually do with all their money.
Well, how much do you expect him to make for you to have a comfortable life together?
I don't want to say this.
Oh, that's a good sign.
$1 million?
$1 million?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone else wondering if that gentleman would also have to be at least 6 foot tall?
So with that $1 million, what kind of lifestyle are you looking to have?
I'm sure a great many of us were actually wondering that very thing.
I want to be able to travel, have a big family,
okay,
give them everything they want and need, and also have money for myself.
Okay. Does your boyfriend make $1 million a year?
No.
But is he on his way?
Yes, I think so.
So you want him to make $1 million when you're ready to have a family soon enough?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
You don't expect him to make $1 million right now?
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not. But I'm sure there's a deadline.
You know, maybe I'm too pessimistic because I feel like we're hearing the same thing. But if I listen to her voice, just maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's me with the way I'm seeing things. But it sounded like she was saying, rather dreamily, I should say, or however you say it, that's not even a word, but this is my dream to do this. This is what I want. He doesn't have to make $1 million now, but at some point in time in the future, I want my man to make $1 million so we can go travel and do these things. Oh man, that sounds so bad. We can travel and I can have a big family and I can give them all of the things that they want and all the things that I never got a chance to get and show them a beautiful life. And I want some money for myself. So basically, man, this is just the way that I see it. Basically an ATM is what you're saying. That's what you want. That's essentially what it's going to be. The man goes to work all day long. All day long. You have not said yet what your part in the relationship would be. And this is what men are asking for. Okay, if I'm doing all of this stuff, what are you going to be doing on your side? Nothing. There's silence. There hadn't been anything that's been said. That's what I keep on saying. What are you going to be doing? Like, if we say we both go into the store and we got a shopping list, okay, we got 30 minutes to get to this event. All right, let's divide and conquer. Instead of me going and getting everything, here's a part of the list that you got. Here's a part of the list that you got. Let's divide and conquer. Let's split up the store. I'm going to get eggs, milk, bread. You go get seasonings, turkey, whatever it is, I guess, whatever else. So we spend less time. We're more efficient. We go to certain spots. Our attention is more concentrated, and we get to the goal instead of me going and looking at the list and saying, okay, bread, go to the other side of the store. Okay, eggs, go to the other side of the store, right? Instead of me doing that, I have somebody else, a helper, an assistant, a support system. I support her, she supports me, and we go do what we need to do. And instead of me being in the store for 26 minutes, and then we got to be at the event in 30, and the event is 15 minutes away because it's traffic. We get in, get out, probably 15 minutes, and we got 15 minutes to spare. And maybe we get there on time, a little bit after or a little bit before, depending on traffic. You see how that works? Modern women want to spend their time chilling in the car, being a passenger princess, listening to the radio with their sunglasses on, scrolling on their phone on TikToks, and then doing a trend. That's what they want to do. Wasting time, not really doing anything, not really adding any value, to be honest with you. And that's unfortunate, but that's just my opinion. Until the next video, I'm out.